So I'm going to talk about Janjak Desalin, also known as Janjak Desalin in Creole. I'm going to talk about the different freedoms. I'm going to talk about the rights and freedoms because I think we need to update the American Constitution. So there's a couple rights and freedoms. Article 4 says that the law is the same to all, whether it punishes or protects. That's the right to equal protection. We didn't get that until the 14th Amendment. Article 9 says that no person is worthy of being a Haitian who is not a good father, a good son, a good husband, and especially a good soldier. Article 10 says that fathers and mothers are not permitted to disinherit their children. Article 14 says that all families, no matter what color of your skin, if you're a Haitian citizen, then you are black. Article 45 said that nobody can interfere with the right of the individual of being judged amicably by the arbitrators of their own choosing, whose decisions shall be acknowledged legal. I love Article 45. That's saying that you get to pick your own judges and then that you get to be judged amicably. So instead of it being like just this sort of, antagonistic, what do they call it? I once read a judicial opinion, some case law from America that kind of said that we have a competitive legal system, a antagonistic, some sort of where it's just attack, 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 and then that's where, we're supposed to find the truth in the middle of all that. So Article 1 says that Haiti is a free, sovereign, and independent state. Article 2 says that slavery is forever abolished. Right from the top. It doesn't take a civil war to get to that part. In 1805, Haiti, slavery is abolished. This document is a document for freedom. Article 3 says that the citizens of Haiti are brothers at home. Equality is in the eyes of the law is incontestably acknowledged, and there cannot exist any titles, advantages, or privileges except for services for liberty and independence. Now, I'm okay with no titles. There's something like that in the American Constitution. You can't have any titles of nobility, but then advantages or privileges. In a way, civil liberties are privileges. There is synonyms in American jurisprudence. You have liberties, freedoms, privileges, immunities, and another word which is escaping me right now. Article 4 of the Preliminary Declaration of the 1805 Haitian Constitution says that the law has no retroactive effect. Again, that's just like America, no ex post facto law, nor bill of attainder. Article 6 says that property is sacred and its violation shall be severely prosecuted. The quality of citizen of Haiti is lost by immigration and naturalization. This one's a little confusing, so let's actually get to Article 7 and read it verbatim. The quality of citizen of Haiti is lost by immigration and naturalization in foreign countries and condemnation to corporal or disgrace punishments. The first case carries with it the punishment of death and confiscation of property. So if you immigrate and get naturalized in another country, according to Janjak Desalin, then you will be condemned to either corporal or disgrace punishments. Corporal, that's like getting caned. That's like getting whipped. Disgrace punishments, it's like, everybody like spitting on you or something. And then it says the first case carries with it the punishment of death and confiscation of property. So then what was that corporal and disgrace punishments? Are they saying that if you immigrate and get naturalized in a foreign country and you're condemned to being beaten or disgraced, then death and confiscation of property, you'll have a warrant for your death if you come back and they're going to take your property? Is that what Article 7 says? Article 7 is pretty big, because they're not just saying the quality of citizen is lost just by immigration and naturalization in foreign countries and condemnation to corporal or disgrace punishments. I don't know. That's too complicated because I like pieces of that, but not the whole thing, really. I can understand, the quality of citizen of Haiti. If you immigrate and get naturalized, but then if you're condemned to corporal or disgrace punishments. I don't know. I don't know. The quality of citizen is suspended in consequence of bankruptcy and failures. I mean, the president's declared bankruptcy like 4 times. So I'm not for sure if I like Articles 7 or 8. They're interesting. They're worthy of talking about. When James Madison went around trying to get the U.S. Constitution passed, he would go line by line. John Adams said that he thought about this stuff for 10 years and that it was bothering. He was like getting sick. It was messing up his health because he was like, well, shit. If we're going to restructure our country and we're going to declare ourselves a republic and we're not going to obey the king, then how would we rule our own country? Let me think here. How are we going to do this? He did that for 10 years and, got sick. Fathers and mothers are not permitted to disinherit their children. No person is worthy of being a Haitian who's not a good father, good son, a good husband, especially a good soldier. I like that. That shows the ideal. You got to be a good father, a good son, a good husband. That's going to be a good marriage. That's going to be a good family. Marriages are supposed to be partnerships, and families are supposed to be teams, and especially a good soldier. And then fathers and mothers are not permitted to disinherit their children. That makes me wonder if there's a bunch of orphans. Were there just a bunch of orphans? Article 11 says every citizen must possess a mechanical art. Article 12 says that no white man of whatever nation he may be shall put his foot on this territory with the title of master or proprietor, neither shall he in the future acquire any property therein. That's pretty tough, but then he's going to say later on, there's some people that are exempted. Article 13 says no whites in Haiti can own property, right? Nobody can come to Haiti and say that they're a master or a proprietor, which I don't know exactly what that means. A master or a proprietor, like in a corporation, in the government, or even of their own house. It would seem like you should be allowed to rent. You should be allowed to rent. I don't see why you shouldn't be allowed. I don't know. If the Haitian people don't have their own land and their own houses, it does seem crazy that you would allow a foreigner to come in and own land and a house that not even Haitian people are allowed to own. But the exceptions, there's some exceptions. It doesn't affect, even in the smallest degree, white women who have been naturalized as Haitians by the government, nor does it extend to children already born or that may be born of the said women. The Germans and the Polanders naturalized by government are also comprised in the dispositions of the present article. So, mostly this is about the Frenchman, but he does say white, and he says that the Germans and the Polanders who have been naturalized by the government are exempted. The white women who have been naturalized Haitians by the government are exempted. A lot of them, were taken as wives. And so if you have a white wife, and then you had white, and black children, you had mixed children, if they are already born or if she was pregnant, they're also Haitians too. So I think that's pretty remarkable. He's saying no whites. He's saying, even Americans, English, French, Italians, but the Germans and the Polanders, they're okay. The white women who are wives or have been naturalized by other means to the Haitian men and their children, they're also Haitians as well. So there's some exceptions to it, right? It's not just about the color of your skin. And then he's going to say this, Article 14 is pretty fascinating too. All exception of color among the children of one and the same family of whom the chief magistrate is the father, being necessarily to cease, the Haitians shall henceforward be known only by the generic appellation of blacks. It's a black republic. So this is Janjak Desalin. He just got through the fucking French Revolution, which was like 7-8 years. Let's see, they tried to rebel, 1793, 1791, and then 13 years later, 1804, they declared their independence, and then they got the Constitution in 1805. So this is, over a decade in coming. So this is like, we're a black republic. We're going to stay a black republic. We're not going to allow any white man of whatever nation put his foot on this territory with a title of master or proprietor, and then he, in the future, cannot acquire any property. What, can you buy a piece of bread? I mean, that seems crazy to me that you can't even buy like little food stuff, right? That's property too. A gumball, can you at least buy a, you know, a Kit Kat bar? And then I go to Article 45. So this is of the empire. There's a whole bunch of articles here, but let's go. I'm talking about the freedoms that I liked. No one can interfere with the right which every individual has of being judged amicably by arbitrators of his own choosing, whose decisions shall be acknowledged legal. 46. That was 45. Article 46. There shall be a justice of peace in each commune. Any suit amounting to more than $100 shall not come within his cognizance. The U.S. Constitution says $20. You have a right to any civil matter, $20 or more, you have a right to a jury trial. And when the parties cannot conciliate themselves at his tribunal, they may appeal to the tribunals of the respective districts. So now we have Article 50, 51, and 52. The law admits of no predominant religion. Article 51, the freedom of worship is tolerated. Article 52, the state does not provide for the maintenance of any religious institution nor any minister. I love those. So just to compare and contrast, in 1801, Janjak Desalin, the Haitian Constitution of 1801, Title 3 of the religion says this, Article 6, the Catholic Apostolic Roman faith shall be the only publicly professed faith. Toussaint Louverture loved the French too damn much. Toussaint Louverture loved the French so damn much it was almost disgusting how much he loved the French. Well, the French are Catholic. He wants to be a part of the French Empire. Essentially, Toussaint was saying he was going to be a governor of a state that's within the French Empire. But Napoleon was such a racist piece of shit, he was like, no, you're our slaves. And it's like, I just fought a revolution for this shit. No, you're our slaves. And they're going to trick Toussaint, and then they're going to arrest him, and then ship him to France, and he's going to die in a prison.